Alright guys, we are going to be jumping onto 794. The truck is just as I left it last time I was in the shop here. What was that, a week and something ago? About a week ago. I got everything on the turbo all put back on there and stuff. That side is all done. Then there was the battery issue. We believe that there is a draw on this truck. That this truck is going to, it draws down the batteries. I did a testing of all the different batteries in there. I pulled them all out. I was getting mixed readings, so I decided to pull the batteries out. And the reason why I wanted to test the batteries is because I put a dead man switch in there. It was already in there, but somebody put a jumper thing in to go past it, which was really stupid. And I got that all hooked up, so because the truck, I mean, it would sit for 6 hours and you try to start it and the thing wouldn't start. So I got the dead man switch working, turned it off, and it would sit for a day or 2 days. It would be okay. You could flip the dead man switch, it would start. But if it was like 3 days, it wouldn't start. And what that's, because when you do that dead man switch, it cuts the batteries off from the truck. There's nothing that can draw onto the truck off of the batteries. So then it's just the batteries. So I pulled all the batteries out, and you guys saw some of those numbers. Oh man, those numbers were horrible. I mean, like 11 cold cranking amps, 7 cold cranking amps out of 700. I don't know why he buys these. I don't know. These are all 700 cold cranking amps too. And the boss was here earlier and I yelled at him. I done scolded him. Because I guess he got these batteries the day after I left. He brought them in here and he put them on the concrete. Don't put batteries on concrete. Put something down underneath it, a piece of cardboard, you know, a mud flap, something, you know. You set them on the concrete, it draws out the battery. So he wants me to test the batteries because he said he has gotten batteries in the past from Interstate and they've been bad. So he wants me to go through and just test them quick. That's 12.47 volts, that's good. It's out of the vehicle. Yep. Cold cranking amps, 700, and boom, testing. This is that Midtronics MDX 700 HG. Good battery. It has 867 cold cranking amps. Good deal. I am not sponsored by Midtronics. I wish I was. I did contact them, and it sounded like they were excited to do something with me. But then the boss found this one here on eBay, because I think these things are like $700-800 bucks. And he found this one on eBay pretty cheap, and it's good shape, everything works good. And so he just bought it, and I never did hear back from these guys. Okay, this one here is 12.41 volts, 841 cold cranking amps. I would expect they're all good, but the boss said that he has bought batteries in the past and has gotten a bad one. So he wanted me to check them before I go through the whole thing of installing them. And it don't take much to do this. Oh, this one's a little low, 10.72. It's probably going to say charge. We'll say before. I know it's going to tell me just charge it, then retest. Charge and retest. Okay, whoa. This one is... Okay, we're going to have to hook up a charger to this one. This one's telling me it's only got 7 cold cranking amps. So we're going to hook a charger up to this one. So maybe the boss was smart doing this. So we got that battery on the charger. Check this one. Okay, 12.53. This is gonna be good. Battery temperature. It's above 32. I don't know why it's asking me that. It says good and recharge. It's 12.5, 552 cold cranking amps. So we're going to have to put this one on a charger too. Alright guys, we have gotten this, this battery's done. I had it on charger for an hour. So let's see what's happening now. Okay, now it's at 13, 113, it's dropping, which it should because I just pulled off the charger. It stopped at 12.99. It's out of vehicle. 7 cold cranking amps. Wow, replace battery. That's crazy. Brand new battery. Boy, the boss was right on this one. That's crazy. Alright guys. The other one is done charging. Let's see what this one's coming out. Okay, it's 1311 volts. Out of vehicle. There we go. This one is saying good battery. 814 cold cranking amps, 13.1. I've talked to the boss. I sent him a picture of that other one. Let's check it again. And he was like, yeah, I'll go get a different battery tomorrow. We'll get different batteries. Okay, it's at 12.6. Out of vehicle, commercial, flooded, cold cranking amp, 700. Replace battery. 207. That's crazy, guys. A brand new battery. Brand spanking new battery. And it's junk. I mean, I've never tested a brand new battery. I've put batteries in, you know, you don't really think, you think they just come good, but I guess not. I'll surely be testing them from now on. I'm going to let these sit tonight and let them sit for the night. In the morning, the boss said he would go get new batteries. I'm going to try to, he's supposed to bring me a car. One of the drivers took my pickup that I use the whole time out here. He took it home with him. He left his truck here and then took the pickup truck home. So I can do a service on it. So I don't have the pickup. So he's supposed to bring me a car. I'm gonna hoping that he'll let me go. And then because I want to stop. I need a good wrench set. I need good wrenches here. And I've kind of been looking around and stuff. And I've said a few times to the boss, I need better wrenches. And he just doesn't get it. And he'll look online and buy some cheaper ones online and stuff. When it comes to tools, I like to put my hands on them, see what they look like. Well, good morning, guys. We're back up, and basically we're waiting for the boss man to wake up, open his eyes, rub his eyes, start his day. Waiting for him to show up so we can get some new batteries and start on that. I figured out, I think, why this battery is junk. And I bet you anything, Interstate's not going to take it back. This case is all smashed over here. This whole corner is smashed up. I didn't even see that the last night, but I saw it this morning. So I'm guessing that, I don't know, it was smashed up when he got it. Maybe in the back of the pickup truck and, you know, sliding around back there on the way here. Maybe tipped over or something, I don't know. But I bet you Interstate won't even take that back. But I checked it this morning and it's 7 cold cranking amps. So it's junk. And the other one says it's a good battery, but it's only 560 cold cranking amps. I think that ought to go back too. I mean, you buy a brand new battery, it's supposed to be 700 cold and cranking. The other ones are 760s. I think the one of them was 800, and then you got one that's 5. That's going to draw off the other ones and draw them down. But look at this crazy thing. Look at this bug. I see the craziest bugs out here. This thing has pinchers on the front of it. Let's see if I can get close into it. I'm afraid the damn thing is going to bite me. Ooh, you see that? It was like, get away from me. Look at the pinchers on the front of that thing. I see the craziest bugs out here. Look at that thing. He's like, I'm going to get you. Look at that thing. It is not afraid of me whatsoever. Look at that. It's trying to bite my shoe. It's like, ooh, whatever you, I'm going to bite you. Kind of afraid it's going to bite me and I'm going to get the COVID. Get out of here, dummy. Oh, he just reared his head up when I kicked him. Look at that. He is not happy. Get. Get out of here, punk. Look at that big thing. You're like a turtle. You're on your back, you can't get it back up. Get. I don't care where you are, just not in here. Stop coming at me. Get. Look at that thing. Wants a fight. Let's see what it would do if I put something in between its pinchers. Oh, see that? Biting it. We're fighting. You get. You better back up. No bugs were harmed in this making of this video. Alright guys, I guess the boss can't get new batteries today. I guess the place is out of batteries. They said they should have some more tomorrow. But I want to test this truck for a draw. What that means is basically something is drawing on the batteries that is, you know, lowering it and draining the batteries out when it's just sitting. So everything is off on the truck. That's very important. You got to have everything off. No power, nothing, no inverters. Everything has to be off. Doors have to be closed. No dome lights, no nothing. So you turn everything off, and then you could do I think it's called a parasitic draw test, I think is the technical term for it, but basically just a draw test. So I'll show you guys how to do this. Alright, basically, I just have one battery sitting in here now, just hooked up, all the truck positive stuff there. This here is for the power inverter. I don't even have that hooked up. And then this one has a dead man switch in it. It's right here. And when it's turned like that, you guys can't see it, but when it's turned sideways, it cuts the power to the truck. When it's straight up and down, then it puts power to the truck. This is the negative terminal that goes to the dead man switch. So basically what you do is you just get yourself a multimeter, and you want to have at least a 10 amp. This is a little bigger. This is a 20 amp one. And all you're going to do is disconnect the negative lead on it. I know Larry's not an electrical guy, but I do know how to do some stuff. And you can get these little wire deals like at Harbor Freight and stuff. And all you're going to do is, they got alligator clips on them. It's come in useful quite a bit. Is you just hook an alligator clip up to one of the leads. Doesn't matter, black, red, doesn't matter. And then you hook the other end up to your negative ground cable that goes up to your truck. And then this is the negative on the multimeter. You hook another wire to that. And then you hook the other end of this up to the battery negative terminal. So now what you've done is you've just put this multimeter in line with the battery in the truck. And to test the draw, here I'll cut the power to the truck. On a multimeter, it comes with it. A lot of times you're just doing volts or whatever, so you'll just, the plug will be over here, the positive will be in this one, like that. And you'll usually have it on volts and everything up in here to check for DC volts, AC, whatever. Matters on whatever multimeter you have. But to check for amps, you'll put it over here. And I'm going to do the 20 amp. There's a milliamp one and a 20 amp. I'm going to do the 20 amp because we're putting this in line, so anything that's drawing on it, if it's over, you know, milliamps, it's going to freak out. So we're going to put it on 20 amp. Turn it on. Okay, so it's on 20 amps DC, and right now the dead man switch is turned off. And what it shouldn't be above about a half an amp. When a truck, everything is off and everything else, it may draw like a half an amp for some, you know, wire connections and stuff like that. It might draw just a little bit, but it shouldn't draw over half an amp. So now we'll turn on our dead man switch, and there you can see this truck is drawing right there. Got up to 2.2, and it's going to go down a little bit and calm down as the truck, you know, something is drawing current, but then, you know, it does a big zap at it, and then it kind of settles down. So it's going to draw down. So it's 1.19. So somewhere around 1.2, 1.3 amps this truck is drawing. Now there is something drawing off of this truck. What it is, I don't know. And the way to test this, there's a couple different ways, but one way to test this, see there, it got all the way down to 1 amp. A way to test this is to leave this hooked up and make sure that your door little switches are locked so that, you know, it doesn't show on here, because otherwise if you open your door, what's going to happen is your dome lights, all your stuff is going to come on in your truck, and this is going to shoot way up because everything's drawing off it. So you want to put some kind of clamp or something on a door to make sure it doesn't, no dome lights come on, and then you can get into the fuse box. And then basically the real easy way is you go through the fuse box and you pull a fuse and you look at this. And it's nice to have somebody else with you, but then you pull a fuse, look at it. If it doesn't drop, then that's not the circuit. Put that fuse back in, go to the next one. And you just go to every single fuse and just keep pulling every single fuse until you pull one, and then this number drops down. That's the circuit that has a short on it, or a switch is short on it. Something is drawing amp on that circuit. Then you can go to the schematics of the truck and figure out what the fuse is for, what circuit it is, and trace it back to different things. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this later on. Right now, I want to get this truck out of here. So I've actually stolen the batteries out of 792, and I'm going to put the batteries back in this truck. And then this truck has a shake on the front end. I'm going to jack up the front and look for all the different, look at everything, kingpins, you know, wheel bearings, all that stuff, and try to figure out where the shake is and stuff, and try to pinpoint that. But this is telling me that there is a draw on these batteries. It's not terrible. To be honest with you, it's really, I tested another truck, and that truck is real good. It can sit for a week, no problem. Batteries are good, and that one draws about 0.3 to 0.5. So it's drawing about half an amp. But this one here is too much. All right, guys, we are back from our test drive, and it is looking good. I put a camera by the exhaust back there and stuff. Very, very minimal smoke on a really hard pull. I'm happy with that. When this thing used to, when the drivers, I think it did on Eric too, but when the other driver was driving it too, you would hit on a hard pole or something like that, you couldn't even see the cars behind you, the smoke it so bad. So it looks like we have gotten it fixed. It also looks like that our exhaust leak is all fixed over here on the turbo side and everything. And it looks like our fuel lines there are all dry and everything, which is good. So what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna pressure wash this engine. The boss's dad is gonna bring his truck over, I think tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm not really sure on the schedule. The boss keeps changing. I can't keep up to it. But he's gonna bring his truck over here and I'm gonna be doing some stuff to it. And the boss's dad is going to drive this truck for a couple days or something like that. On short local stuff, and we will pull it back anywhere and he gets done and see if there's any more oil leaks or what's going on. So I thought the boss, he brought this power washer over here. I told him, we need a power washer so that once we find the leaks and we diagnose it, we can actually power wash these trucks so long haul Larry doesn't get so greasy and dirty. And plus also when you're done fixing it, you can power wash them, and then, you know, the driver drives it, and if he sees any more oil leaks, he can mention that. So he brought this in, and it's a Subaru. It's got electric start and everything. But I'm going to be power washing it. I did set up a camera on the exhaust, and I'll show you guys a little bit of that. So I'm going to go and I'm going to park it back there, and then I'm going to use the pressure washer and wash the asphalt also. Don't stain the asphalt out here. So I'm going to let you guys go. I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great day, great night as we watch this here video. This truck's in good shape, guys. I drove this truck. I mean, it's got some steering problems. I'm going to be ended up... What is this joker doing? What in the world is this joker trying to accomplish? You know who that joker is, right? I don't know why drivers always do that. You know, I was just doing a video. I was just closing out a video, saying goodbye. And I had one thought.
What's that?
What joker is trying to back up a trailer in here? What do I want those for? I didn't take them off.
Okay.
Who took them off?
So what do we do?
Who took those off?
I don't know. I have no evidence.
I thought you'd see, they're in the way.
Who's that?
Somebody in one of these businesses. I have a tool.
Or
What do you want to do with a tool?
the boss told me to come here.
The boss told you to come here.
Yeah.
That's your explanation.
That's it. Nothing.
Alright. What's that for?
I'm gonna get some water. Blue water. Then I gotta back up some more of that.
Wait till he's gone. I'm going to power wash the asphalt in front of the door. I just power washed all the oil off that black truck and all the soot.
Yeah.
So I want to power wash the asphalt so it doesn't stain it, because it's just all oil. So as soon as he gets done.
Want me to...
If you could try to get closer, I'd appreciate it, because I got to get a hose out here. Either that, I can do it out in the roundabout too, but it's fine. You're already in here.
Okay.
We'll wait for him to be done, and then you can back up further. So are you the one that's putting all these? Well, those ain't gonna stay there. Are you the one that puts the seals in the bumpers like that? Because every once in a while I get a trailer and it has seals in there like that.
Yes.
Is this something with you, or OCD, or?
It's a professional truck driver club.
Professional truck driver club, littering non-degradable plastic down the highway.
That way, whenever they see that, we belong to the brotherhood.
Oh, it's a brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's a brotherhood of truckers spreading
You wouldn't know. You're not invited.
non-biodegradable plastic down the highway.
You got a new pressure washer. Wow.
It's a Subaru.
Oh, it's an engine.
It's a Subaru. You ready for this?
It's a Subaru. So that means in all Subaru, it's an all-wheel drive, right?
I guess so. You ready?
Standard, all-wheel drive.
Electric start.
Electric
Ooh,
start.
man, that's so hard to pull that little pull handle there.
That didn't happen till the 90s though, John, where they went all out of
What, taking acid?
No, that was the 60s.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
Well, there might have been once or twice in the 90s.
Alright. Alright, well, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night as they're watching this here video. If you're not, well, just have a yo-hoo like John, just back a truck up into a non-backable place. Isn't there a sign on there?
What?
You can't read?
Nope.
Read the sign on the pump.
Out of order, do not use. It's working fine.
The boss was here before and he put that on there just because you were showing up. I told him how he took 7 gallons the last time you were here.
Yeah.
I told him 2 more trips here with you and we wouldn't even need a forklift to unload it.
You and the boss are always conspiring against me.
We always do conspire against you. You're easy to conspire against.
I know. I'm such a lovable guy.
Alright. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.